to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us today. Wow, festivals and events are abounding now in absolute full swing. We have so much to talk about, so we're just going to go right into it and get started. Our first guests today are Robin Prudhomme-Bauer from Made in Clarkdale and David Baird, manager of 48 Wine Works. They're in today to discuss the Verde Valley Wine Festival that's going to be happening on May 7th. The Verde Valley Wine Festival is Northern Arizona's premier culinary and wine festival of the year, presented by 48 Wine Works and the nonprofit Made in Clarkdale. This event will highlight the community of Clarkdale and the Verde Valley at large, with the goal of offering the finest wineries, breweries, and restaurants committed to creating homegrown products and authentic experiences for locals and visitors to enjoy. And with almost 20 participating wineries, 5 breweries, 4 bands, and 10 restaurants, it's sure to be a really good time. You won't want to miss it. Next up, we'll have Colleen Gilboy, the executive director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. And as usual, Colleen is bursting with enthusiasm about the upcoming 50th annual Verde Valley Fair. So she'll be here to fill us in on all the events, the music, the food, the fun, everything that's going to be going on at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds from April 27th through May 1st. That is a true celebration of the Verde Valley with something for everyone, an event not to be missed. Joining us next will be Karen Boehm, who is the art and handwork teacher at Desert Star Community School. Karen will be here to talk with us about Desert Star's annual fundraising event, the Mayfair. That will be happening at Windmill Park in Cornville on May 14th. There's games, crafts, activities, pony rides, food, fun, and performances from amazing local musicians. This event is for the whole family. And it all supports an amazing little school that's continuing to have a huge impact on our local children's lives and their education. So it's really good to get out and support them. Then we'll speak with Mary Ontiveros from Montezuma Castle and Tuzagut National Monuments. She is the coordinator there for the Junior Ranger Day Camp. She's going to share all that information. Montezuma Castle and Tuzagut National Monuments are pleased to announce 6 Junior Ranger Day Camps, 4 camps at Montezuma Well and 2 at the Tuzagut National Monument. All the camps are free. Did you catch that? Free. And they teach our youth about national parks and monuments through exploration and hands-on activities to foster protection and stewardship. And if you've got kids, you want to make sure you stick around so you get all the information on that. And then we'll head out on location and meet with National Park Ranger Krystina Isaac. As lead interpreter, Krystina takes us through the newly reopened Outlet Trail at Montezuma Well. Now, this is by far and away one of the most beautiful spots in the Verde Valley. The trail winds down to the river where you can sit and enjoy the cooling breezes under the shade trees while taking in the amazing achievements of our local ancient cultures. The Park Service has done a lot to preserve this trail, and now it's even better than ever, and I encourage you to go see for yourself. And we'll finish out our show today with a live performance from musician Keith Oakey. Gifted with a smooth and powerful voice, Verde Valley-based musician Keith Oakey shares his joy and happiness through his soul-influenced original reggae music. He performs songs about life, about love and fear and hope. Keith captures the experience that unifies us all. His music is fresh yet familiar, with melodic and lyrical hooks that will stay with you long after you've been listening. So you'll want to stick around and see that for yourself. Now we've got to go ahead and get started because we've got so much to do. The Verde Valley Wine Festival is coming. This is so exciting. David Baird, thank you so much for being here. Manager at 48 Wine Works, and Robin Prudhomme-Bauer, nice to have you back.
Good to be
Board
here,
member
Jennifer.
from Made in Clarkdale. This is an exciting event for you guys.
Oh my
is,
gosh,
yeah.
it is. It is. It's our first annual in the park, you know, where the gazebo is. And we are so excited to be hosting this in the Verde Valley. David's done an incredible job encouraging wineries from all around the state of Arizona.
Yeah.
So we have how many coming from down south?
5 or 6 from southern Arizona.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. There's almost 20 on your list.
Yeah, we've got, right now we've got 17 wineries, 2 distilleries, 5 breweries, and 12 restaurants.
Wow.
And an array of other exhibitors as well.
Wow. That is an amazing event.
We're going to have about 12 Made in Clarkdale artists will be there also. That's what we're adding to this fun event in the park. And they'll be showing everything from jewelry, paintings, photography, ceramics, and the like. Plus, I know we have a couple Corvettes coming from Larry Green, who's one of our sponsors, and information booths from Mountain Gate, their new homes there, and let's see, the Wine Consortium will be doing, what is it?
They're doing a Mother's Choice Award.
Really?
It
Yes,
being
it's-
Mother's Day weekend, we wanted to give them the
Oh.
opportunity to decide what wines are the best.
Well,
So,
hey, I'm there.
There you go. How's that?
I'll
Yes.
put my 2 cents in for sure.
That'll be a lot of fun. The Copper Arts Museum is going to
Yep.
have a display there along with the Clarkdale Historical Society. So it's not just enjoying the wine and beer and good food and art, but also getting to meet some of the people who make Clarkdale happen downtown.
Right,
So-
yes. Clarkdale is so special. Our Arizona's first planned community.
Yeah,
So
it's
interesting
so
and
much
exciting.
fun. We're going to have a great time. The weather's going to be perfect,
It
right?
will be.
absolutely, it
will
always
be.
is.
Yep.
And I think it's really important to just highlight the fact that Clarkdale itself is just such a wealth of community, and in that within a matter of days we had 5 out of our 6 sponsors were Clarkdale businesses. It's been an amazing the support that we've gotten from the community for this event, and Robin and I and a couple of other proprietors in Clarkdale have we bonded together a couple of years ago and started doing local events, and that momentum has just stuck with it, and we're really excited to host it in Clarkdale.
Yeah.
That is truly amazing. Now, you've done a lot of work because wrangling all those people in wineries and distilleries and breweries and getting them all on the same page, that's a lot of work for you.
Well, the wine industry likes it. We want to do these sort of things. I mean, direct-to-consumer marketing is the strongest thing we can do, and it's a privilege that we have, as boutique wineries here in Arizona, to be able to do these festivals.
Right.
I just wanted to bring the culture that Arizona has to offer in its craft to Clarkdale and to the Verde Valley. It's kind of an opportunity to get our locals to come out and see what the rest of the state has to offer.
Yes.
The wine industry in the Verde Valley has done such a great job of bringing tourism in already, and I feel like for the most part, a lot of our festivals do a good job of bringing the tourism in as well, but we want to, really bring our locals out too. One thing I've learned with having a tasting room in Clarkdale there for the last 2.5 years is that it's our locals that are taking care of us. So now it's our turn to take care of our locals
Right.
by showing them what we do.
Yeah,
So
that's beautiful.
And the cost is reasonable.
Yes, it is.
It is really reasonable for what you will be able to
absolutely.
get. So, we tell people go online at VerdeValleyWineFestival.com. Purchase your tickets ahead of time. They'll get you in the door quicker, so you can start having fun sooner.
That's right.
And if you want to, treat yourself, do a VIP ticket. That way, you get a special little place to be under
Yeah.
the canopy with
I know.
extras to go along.
Lots of
for that.
exclusives there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty wonderful. It's $25 for general admission, which is great. And that's going to get you a wine glass, 10 libation tickets. 10, oh my God. I'd be like, past 3 and I'm
food,
like, "Oh, what
and,
on the devil?"
and the food tastings will be just wonderful. So.
Yes, unlimited food sampling, live music, and all the arts of the event. Now, for $100, you get a VIP experience, which is the general admission, plus a swag bag, wine glass, wine key, access to the VIP lounge, exclusive food and wine sampling. Oh my gosh, 12 tickets. Wow, awesome.
It is awesome.
You guys really got this covered.
Yes, yes.
is really
And as we
super.
said, this is the first annual, so we will be doing it next year, right, David?
absolutely.
I do hope
Absolutely,
so.
yes.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, we're so fortunate in the Verde Valley with our wineries now and how everyone is doing so well. And I've really noticed, having spoken to you, that it's such a wonderful camaraderie between you all.
Absolutely.
It's really wonderful. You're your own community, the winery folk.
Yeah.
I notice, like the artists. It's not move over and this is mine. It's let's share and let's get it out. And you're all so interested in educating the public and bringing them into the love of wine. I've been a wino for years. I love wine. But I wanted to be a sommelier. I wanted to really get into it. I had the talent for growing it, but I had the talent for picking out the notes and things.
And
And
the
it's
1012
fascinating.
Lounge is one of our sponsors. So, they do, lots of other drinks.
That's true.
Boathouse Bar and Grill, which is formerly Main Street, is participating in this, as is the Clarkdale Market. They have their wonderful fudge is going to be there. So
I know.
it's, the downtown businesses are really excited about being being a part of all of this.
That is
too,
true.
and that shows the spirit of the camaraderie we've created over the last couple of years
Yeah, well, that's
downtown,
wonderful.
so.
Robin, I appreciate you being here.
Thank
Dave,
you so
I appreciate
much,
you being here.
Jennifer.
Good luck with the Verde Valley Wine Festival, the first ever Verde Valley Wine Festival. Check it out at verdevalleyWinefestival.com. Beautiful website. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Colleen Gilboy, who is the Executive Director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, here to talk about the 50th Annual Verde Valley Fair. This is very exciting.
Oh, we're so excited.
50 years.
I know, in the same
Holy
place.
cow. Wow.
Actually, the first 5 years was in Old Town Cottonwood, but yes.
Right.
The rest of the time has been at the fairgrounds, and it's just such a great community event with all the artwork, the canning, the sewing, the animals, the rides. It's such a great time to see everybody in the community.
Oh, huge turnouts too. Oh, it's huge. Every year
so
it gets
fun.
huger.
And the wind is here today, so we know fair is really close.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point. That seems to be about the time.
That's how we, blow into the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. Such a great shirt this year. I love it with the pigs and the bulls and the horses, and everybody looks like they're having a good time.
Always a party at the fairgrounds. So our theme is Step
Absolutely.
Right Up to the Verde Valley Fair.
Very
and
good.
so everything in the fairgrounds this year is red and white. We did a lot of painting, and so lots of new planters and plants, and so it's really
Wow.
exciting.
How do you come up with the theme?
I do some research, and I take 15 to 20 to the board and the livestock committee and let them decide.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't want
cool.
that. That's a big
That is a big decision.
dun dun dun.
But it's good to have a theme, isn't it?
I like the theme.
Absolutely.
Well, then people can do cakes and Legos and quilts or whatever they want towards the theme.
Well, there you go. That is very cool. So what's happening at the fair this year? I looked at the schedule. I thought I would take some notes. Oh my God, it was impossible.
It is.
There's so much going on.
So much going on this year, and we've really added a lot of things. Some of the exciting things is we've got some radio-controlled cars that people that are coming to the fair, part of your entrance is the entertainment. That's what pays for the rodeo and the music and the entertainers. And this time there's radio-controlled cars, and the guests for the fair will race these cars on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come back on Sunday for a race-off. So that's really cool. It's
That's what those races are.
Those races. We don't have slot cars this year. They're radio controlled, and then we have a T-Rex, an 8-foot tall, 15-foot long Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No way.
Yeah. You can go up next to it. I'm not going to.
Oh, wow. I'm getting my picture taken.
And we have the Aussie show this year. We have the animals from Australia, kookaburras, kangaroos, a frill dragon. I'm not real sure what that is, but
Cool.
yeah. So it's really exciting, the different neat things for this year's fair.
Wow. I think the frill dragon is that thing from Jurassic Park that when it would go. Exactly.
Or at least it could be you and I.
That was a great impression.
I'm hoping the camera's on
It
you.
was. Unfortunately, you missed it. Who do you have for entertainment this year?
This year on Saturday night we have Jed Morrison right after the rodeo, and he starts at 9 p.m. And then on Friday night we have Cheap Sunglasses, which is the ZZ Top
Yes, it is.
tribute.
Yes. Oh, fun.
So the stage will be rocking at 9 o'clock both nights, and then we have other bands in that play, but the schedule's long and I don't have it all memorized, but there's concerts all week. It's awesome.
That is fun. And I love that there's rodeos, because I love rodeos. So you get
Friday
to go
and
to 2
Saturday night.
performances of a rodeo, and any chance they go to a rodeo is just fun.
And we have a bull this year that's never been ridden, and so there's a big incentive for that. I don't know the bull's name, but he's never been ridden, so there keeps being these challenges. So whoever draws that bull could win extra money.
Because he's never been ridden.
Because he's never been ridden.
That is so exciting. Another thing that I love about the fair is all the 4-H presentations and all the things that the kids have done.
For a year.
Yeah.
I mean, they work with these animals for a year. And it's so cool. Like with steers, they pick them up in June and July. They raise them. Everything from if they're sick to they have to wash them and they have to groom them, and I need them to gain more weight or whatever. It's just amazing the amount of work that they put into it. And then they show them, and there's confirmation to make sure that they're the correct balance and that sort of thing. And then they're being judged on how they show the animal, and then they get to sell it in auction. And that's kind of the ultimate goal of most of these kids, is sell these animals in auction, and they're using that money for college. It's just a great thing. And then somebody who buys it gets organic meat. Hello.
Right.
Oh, great stuff.
It's just perfect
It's
all
just
around.
a great all the way around.
Absolutely, and encouraging the local use. And an interesting thing about the Verde Valley Fair is because we have the state fair as well.
Right.
But that's a good ways away from here travel-wise, and a lot of our folks and a lot of the participants in this particular fair wouldn't be able to get there. So this is an outlet for them.
And we are a nonprofit. We are not a county fair, so we're not supported by the county, the state, the city. We're independent. So that's why, we don't care if they live in Sedona or Camp Verde, we are the Verde Valley Fair. We are all part of the Verde Valley. And so it's a great way for all the people to show their quilts, to show their items in the fair, because we're the Verde Valley Fair. We're not a county fair. And so that's really nice.
Yeah, it really helps bond the community together.
It does.
And it's a huge fair. You'd think, oh, it's huge. I mean,
Yeah, it's
just
huge.
look at the list. Go to vvfair.com and click on the events list, and prepared to be mind-boggled, because it is so incredibly dense.
There is just entertainment every hour. There's at least 2 or 3 entertainers every single hour, and they stroll. A lot of them stroll, so they'll be just out in the middle of the midway. They'll be over by the arts and crafts. They'll be over by the animals, and they'll just put on a performance right there. And that's part of your entrance when you pay to come to the fair. That's part of what it pays for.
Absolutely, and really, it's not much. The entrance to the fair has always been reasonable. You guys always keep it so
We reduced the
everybody could
rates
do it.
3 years ago.
Yes,
That
you
was a
did.
big thing for us. We felt it needed to be economical, and in advance. You can buy your tickets in advance even cheaper.
Wow.
So that's
Would
always
you do that
something great.
online, or where would you do that?
No, you go to the local places where we sell the ride passes ahead of time. And so you've got Cowboy Shop, Olson's Grain, Camp Verde Feeds, Cornville Mercantile, Suzy Q Market. They all have gate passes as well. So it's a great way for people to save some money ahead of time.
Wow, I'm going right there after the show. That's for sure. What are the fees this year?
Adults are $8, children are $6, senior citizens are $5.
I mean, you can't even get lunch for that.
Yeah. And so it's really awesome to see all the different things. Your rodeo, that's how it's paid. Your concerts, that's how they're paid. The Balloon Man, my favorite. Steven, he's come and make his all his balloon. And that's part of your entrance. That Balloon Man, you do not have to pay. Of course, they like to get tipped, but he is part of your entertainment package. And then there's traveling trivia shows and the Aussie show. All that is part of your entrance ticket.
That is truly amazing that you guys can do all that. And I know you work so hard over there.
Oh, we have an
Holly.
amazing crew.
I know that you do. What do you have coming up after the fair, really quick?
Well,
we've got the fair that's happening from the April 27th to May 1st, and then right after that.
Right after that, we got the Primetime Fair, which is put on by the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce, and it's on Saturday, May 14th, from 9 to 3, I think, are the times. And it is an amazing time for the senior population to find out what services are out there. Right. And so our grounds are used all year round by all types of groups and organizations. We have retirement parties, we have birthday parties, we have reunions, we have a home show coming in June. I mean, it's every month there's something happening at the fairgrounds. March is every other day there's something happening at the fairgrounds, and
that's true. You can check out vvfair.com. List of events, list of happenings, going to tell you everything that's going on, and we'll see you at the fair. Colleen, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tight.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm now here with Karen Boehm, who is the art and handwork teacher for Desert Star Community School and also the coordinator for this year's annual event, the Mayfair.
Yes.
It's that time of year again.
It is that time of year.
It's so exciting.
Comes fast.
Oh my gosh. And this is the big annual fundraiser for Desert Star. Like, this is it. So it's a really big deal for the school. And of course, everyone looks forward to it all year long.
Yes.
It's like the big year-end celebration.
Yes, we have a really good time. We actually now have another fundraiser in the fall as well. So we don't have the raffle anymore at the Mayfair, but it's just a really good time. Lots of music.
Yes.
Lots of activities for the children and pony rides.
Yes, all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And that happens on May 14th, which is a Saturday, at Windmill Park in Cornville. And what are the hours of the fair this year?
They're from 11 to 3.
11 to 3.
But we always go a little late and we always start a little early. I'll probably be there from 7 o'clock. So, setting up and getting ready.
Yeah, for sure. Now, who do you have coming as far as musicians? Who do you have lined up so far this year?
So far, we have P.K. Gregory, the Black Forest Society, hoping Verde Valley School, and Eric,
You've got Carl Jones, who's a Celtic musician. He's coming. And there's always, I love when the kids get up there and perform, like the Verde Valley
We
School.
are. We actually, I've been asking the kids, so I have just yesterday, a couple more came up. And so getting them to get up their nerve to do it, but that's always wonderful. We really enjoy it. And we want to dedicate it this year to Catherine Weld. We lost a very special member of our community and was board member, teacher, supporter of the school, started the school, helped us start when we got our charter. And and we'll have we brought back the parade, so that a little parade.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I know the kids love the parade.
Yeah.
And are you still doing
we'll have
the
lots
maypole?
of fairies there.
Yep, always fairies. And the maypole, which is
and
traditional.
the maypole, which is just so much fun. And we'll have our spring skit with Lady Spring, King Winter, and Mother Earth.
Nice.
Nice. So that'll be really nice. And we'll have food vendors and craft vendors as well, and just lots and lots of activities. Cupcake, we're going to do a cupcake walk instead of a cake walk this year. So we'll have more opportunities for winners, and rock painting and handwork and garland making and just all kinds of crafts.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
again, face painting.
Face painting, you got to have face painting.
Face painting.
So it's Saturday, May 14th from 11 to 3.
Yes.
Now, what's the price of admission?
We haven't actually worked out the tickets yet. It's usually $15. It all depends on what you want to do.
That is true.
So they have to, if you're going to buy tickets, it's one price, and entry is another price.
Like a wristband. You can do the wristband thing, or you can do the ticket thing, or you can do the pony ride thing, or you can, so it's kind of a a la carte.
Yes. So usually like just entry $5, and but if you want to get the tickets, it's $15 and so forth. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Either way, it's really reasonable.
It's very reasonable.
Jam-packed with more stuff than you could possibly do in 4 hours, and it supports an amazing, amazing school.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Desert Star. You're in your 11th year now, aren't you?
Ninth year. Ninth year. Yeah. When we got our charter, I started working there. So right now with the faculty, I'm the oldest member in the faculty right now, but not oldest, but been there the longest.
Standing.
Yeah, longest standing.
Let's clarify that one.
Yes, and we're a wonderful school. I teach the handwork program, which is we teach the children starting in first grade, although our kindergarten teacher does teach her children handwork as well, but I do first through 8th. And we do knitting, crocheting, sewing, cross-stitch, embroidery, weaving, felting, hand sewing, machine sewing, and they make all things, very useful items, as well as animals for the younger children who love to have stuffed animals. And they make them all themselves. They stuff them. We have a raw wool that we card, wash, use for stuffing and so forth. And they go through the whole process. I also teach art at this school, so we have all kinds of art, like charcoal drawing, watercolor painting, and crafts as well. And it's Waldorf education is just wonderful education. It's hands, hearts, and heads, so it covers the whole child and really honors all different children and the difference in children, which is, I think, so important.
Absolutely.
You know, and
yeah, and that's what makes Desert Star Community School so different from a lot of the schools in the area. Is It is Waldorf inspired.
It is.
And so you follow those principles of nurturing the whole child versus just the left side of the brain or the right side, you know. And it's such a rounded look at education.
Yes.
And it is a very holistic look because it's very nature inspired and very hands-on. It's a very different approach than an average school, for sure.
Yes, it is a different approach, but they still get all the education. I mean, they still cover every, subject matter. They're very, they learn math very well and English. They still have to learn everything that all the other schools, but they get a little more.
Right.
They get a little more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it while gardening or while painting or sculpting or...
A lot of rhythms, a lot of verses.
A lot of music.
And math especially, a lot of it is not just by rote. It's with... together, doing it in unison and using their hands, like 1, 2, 3, 4, so it becomes part of you.
And it integrates that brain.
Yes,
it gets
left,
it going.
right brain, absolutely.
Yeah, that's so important at a young age and at any age. Boy, if we all had that kind of education from the start, what kind of world would we be in now? It would be awesome. So get out and support Desert Star Community School. The school is located in Cornville on Recycler Road. Really great campus. You can check out their website at desertstarschool.org. Desertstarschool.org. Really wonderful website. Very nicely done. Nice schedule on there. Information about the school and about its philosophies if you want to check that out. And get to Mayfair. It's May 14th. It's a Saturday from 11 to 3. The beautiful Windmill Park. It's absolutely awesome. It's a wonderful celebration every year, and the kids are I love them all dressed up like fairies. There's nothing cuter than a bunch of little kids dressed up like fairies and running around. So it's great fun for everybody. It really is. If you've got kids, take them over there May 14th from 11 to 3. Karen, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Really
thank you
appreciate
so much.
what you do at Desert Star.
Thank you.
Really do.
I love being
and
there.
the work you're doing for Mayfair. I know Mayfair coordinator's a big job.
It's a big job.
Coordinating anything is a big job, but that's really big. So thank you very much. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Mary Ontiveros, who is the Outreach Coordinator and Training Specialist at Montezuma Castle and Tuzagut National Monuments. And she's here to talk about the Junior Ranger Day Camp. That's so exciting.
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of kids.
I bet. I bet. So tell us about Junior Ranger Day Camp.
So we have it limited to only 12 participants per camp, but we will have 4 camps at Montezuma Well and 2 camps at Tuzagut. They're all totally free.
Wow.
And the whole idea is to get young people out in nature, learning about nature, but having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of things will they be doing?
They will be doing some hands-on activities like building a Sonowan wall. At Tuzagut, it's the first year we've had it there. We're going to be focusing on pottery, because the Tuzagut Museum is such a wonderful example of the pottery. And so I want the young people to maybe work making some clay from nature and then making some little pots. I also want to bring them down to to the Tavasi Marsh as kind of a field trip. And at Montezuma Well, we'll take a couple of short field trips there also. So again, the whole idea is to get them outside, breathing, enjoying, and just having fun in nature.
Yeah, having fun in nature. Something the kids need to do more of nowadays. They're so attached to their electronic devices. You say, go outside. They go, no, I'm fine. What, Mom? Go outside.
Unfortunately, it's too true.
Yeah, and we have such a rich amount of history in this area. And what could be better than a National Park Ranger-led program?
Yes, ma'am, I agree. And we learn a lot from the kids, too.
I bet it's got to be a lot of fun. So what does the day look like? What time does it start?
It starts at 9 o'clock, and it goes till noon. It goes Tuesday through Friday, so it's 4 days. The one held at Montezuma Well will be the first 3 days at Montezuma Well, and then the Friday session at Montezuma Castle.
All right.
And the 2 sessions at Tuzagut, the whole 4 days will be at Tuzagut.
Wow. That is really, really interesting. What are the age ranges you'd like to have?
Different camps. The first one is 8 to 10, and 10 to 12, and 13 and older for Montezuma Well. And at Tuzagut, because it's probably going to be a little bit smaller group of kids, because again, it's a new activity, it's going to be 10 and older. And then the 4th camp and the 2nd camp for Tuzagut is going to be for returning campers.
All right.
So a little bit of variety. We'll have some new surprises for them.
Wow, that is amazing. And if you go, you can go online. You go to NPS.gov. You're going to find out all this information here because the schedule is tremendous. It's amazing, and it's all written out there. You know, when it starts and who it is. So it's very easy. The information is out there for you, and it's really, really simple. You can also give them a call at 928-567-3322. If you've got some information you want to talk directly to a person, you can go ahead and do that. It's just an amazing thing that you're able to do that. I'm always amazed at the resources that the National Park Service has, that they're able to have all these amazingly trained people in outreach programs for, you know, us regular folks that want to learn and want to experience, and that you're always so willing to impart knowledge. It's
Wow.
just such a great service.
I'm blushing because that's only partially true. I've got a wonderful staff, but I think the important thing is that the kids have a good time, and we do it because we want to do it, and I think that shows with the children. I think the enthusiasm is contagious.
Yeah, right. How many years have you been doing this?
This is my second year.
Yeah?
So I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
They've had the camps for, this is maybe the 7th year, I'm not sure. But again, it's only the 2nd year that I've done it. And they had a hiatus, so we had to kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit. But again, thankfully the people before me had such a good time and left such nice notes that even I could pick it up and run with it, because the kids have a great time.
I bet. There's something special about seeing anything through the eyes of a child.
Yes, ma'am, so true.
It totally changes your perspective on stuff. Things that I've done 100 times, I take my daughter to, and suddenly it's like, oh, I never noticed that. Oh, I've never gone this way. And oh, it's so amazing to see it. And granted, they're a few feet shorter, and that might make a lot of difference sometimes, especially when you're my height. But it's got to be so wonderful for you. I personally love working with children, and I can see that you do too. And it's just such an enrichment for your life as well as theirs. That's
Thanks, I
just
agree.
a lot of fun. How long have you been in the Park Service?
Off and on between the Forest Service and the Park Service, about 15 years.
Wow.
So that's why, even though I've only been here for 2 years, I've been a ranger in my former lives, as well as working for Prescott National Forest.
Right, that's amazing. Now, one of your titles is training coordinator. What is that?
Training specialist.
Training specialist.
So the big program this year has been the 4th grade free passes, every kid in the park. So I've already had almost 400 students who are local in the Verde Valley come to our monuments, and I give them a guided tour, and we have a little activity book and stuff. And I just think it's so important to help them realize that this is their legacy, and by being there, they're going to learn that much more about it than just reading about it in a book.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the hands-on. We were just talking about, you know, a different school, the Waldorf School, Desert Star, and they have a hands-on approach. It is so much better to see it, smell it, hear it, touch it, and rather than to look at a book and you turn the page.
Or play on a video game.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Yeah, look, I just built a wall on my Minecraft, Mom. It's not the same.
Yes.
Get out, get your hands dirty. Absolutely. This is a wonderful program, the Junior Ranger Day Camp for this summer that's going to be happening. All kinds of different camps available for kids of different ages. They're 4 days long, Tuesday through Friday. They last 3 hours from 9 to noon, but the space is really limited. So you want to sign up as soon as possible. So if you go to the website, NPS.gov/MOCA, that is going to get you there. And you can also go to NPS.gov/TUZI. So you got Montezuma's Castle and you got Tuzagoot wrapped up in there. You go there, it's going to get you what you need to do. And of course, you can give them a call at 928-567-3322. If you go to extension 228, it'll get you everything. Because I imagine you want to sign up for this right away.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I know, wow, it's just so great. And that it's free. What? Free. That's amazing. Nothing's free anymore.
It is, though. It's totally free.
Yeah.
Only thing it takes is investment of their time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I bet you get some really, really lovely kids that want to come out and do this, and the appreciation. And that's just a wonderful service for you guys. Wow. That's great. And then what do you do when you're not taking tours with kids at the park?
That's what I do most of the
Really?
time. Yeah, and it's fun.
That's amazing. You're very dedicated. Yeah. That is really awesome, Mary. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing. Really, I know you're going to have a wonderful time. I'm jealous. I want her job. That would be so much fun. Absolutely, and I can really see that you enjoy it. So we appreciate you being here. Appreciate what you're doing. Now make sure you sign up early. Like we said, it's only limited to about 12 kids, so it's going to be really, really small. Get to the website nps.gov and then either /MOCA or TUZI. Woo, lots of information there. But make sure you check it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It was super awesome. Have a beautiful summer. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here in beautiful Camp Verde at the Montezuma Well, a national monument here. And we have with us the wonderful Krystina Isaac, who is an interpretive park ranger here at Montezuma Well. And we are on the outlet trail, the newly opened, newly fabulous outlet trail.
That's right.
It's very exciting to
It is
what
exciting.
you've done here. Now tell us, the outlet trail pops off of the loop trail that is here at the well.
That's right.
And what makes this trail so interesting?
Well, the main trail at Montezuma Well is about a 1/3 of a mile loop, and there are 2 side trails, one of them being this one here, the outlet trail. The interesting thing about it is this irrigation ditch that we see right here was built by the Sonowa culture about 1,200 to 1,300 years ago. And then, of course, the shade. It's a really wonderful place for visitors to take a break, and you're right along Beaver Creek, too.
That's true. It's truly beautiful. Now, when you look, you see all this water coming out of nothing. What is happening here? Because there's a giant wall of rock behind us.
That's right. This water is actually coming out of the well. So when you go to the well, one of those side trails will take you down to the Swallet. That's where the water leaves the well. It goes under this cliff face and it comes out the outlet. It's about 1.5 million gallons of water coming up into the well and out the outlet every day.
And it's really beautiful. I mean, this is one of the most beautiful trails, I think, in the area. You have the river here, and you have this wonderful pathway that you guys have made. Now, you had to do a lot of work due to some erosion, so the trail was closed for a while. Can you tell us a little bit about what you had to do?
Right. The trail, because of so much water going through here, there's actually a lot of pressure going through the ditch. That pressure created some weak spots and erosions that went underneath the trail that we're walking on here. And when the trail was eroded underneath, it made it sort of slump, creating unsafe tripping hazards. So what we had to do was go in and maintain and fix the trail up so that it's now safe. And so we've now reopened it to the public for that reason. But there's going to be some ongoing maintenance periodically for the actual ditch to be fixed as well.
Right, sure. That is amazing. We have much better tools now, at least, than the poor Sonowan people had when they built this amazing thing. Tell us a little bit about the significance of the well with the Sonowan people.
The significance for the Sonowa were not totally clear. So the Sonowa culture did not leave behind a written language, but we have a bunch of affiliated tribes that claim their family lived in this area. And through those oral histories, we learn a lot about the significance of the well. For example, the Yavapai believe that the well is their place of emergence. So it's a very spiritual place for many American Indian groups.
Wow, I would like to emerge from here. It's truly wonderful. It's nice and cool back here, too.
It is. It's a big difference.
Yeah, if you're looking for a place to go out and hike while you're, when it's now spring and it comes into summer, this is definitely it. The major trail that runs around has lovely shaded areas as well, and definitely catch the outlet trail and this amazing water, and of course the river and the wildlife here. We've seen several different birds, which I couldn't identify. I'm not the best birder there is, but do you know any of the species of birds that hang out in the area?
I do know a few of the birds. We actually do bird walks here every other Saturday. March, unfortunately, is our last month for that, but stay tuned for next winter. The birds that you probably saw, when I first got here, I saw some red-tailed hawks flying around. We do have black hawks that nest out here. The smaller ones are the swallows or cactus wrens, have a very beautiful sound to them.
That's true. That must have been what we were hearing earlier. And the wildflowers, because of the amazing amount of wonderful water here, I noticed too. I'm a flower person and a bird person, but I'm lousy at remembering their names. So if you're a birder or a wildlife person, or you simply want nature, you want to get near water, of course, history. Good God, the history is amazing, and all the cliff dwellings that are surrounding the well are very interesting as well.
That's right.
Yeah, and can you get up into those?
You can't get up into the cliff dwellings, but when you first access the park, if you walk up the stairs to the main overlook, there are cliff dwellings just right off to the left that you can see. So you're fairly close to them, but you do have to stay within that border.
Sure. And they're amazing. They're about 3 stories up off the water.
They are. The cliff dwellings, they're just right on the edge there. We think that there probably would have been a lot more rock coverage back then, but it's eroded down.
Well, you never know. They could have been daredevils.
Yeah. Very adventurous.
That's true. And how long have you been the interpretive park ranger here?
I've been here almost 5 years now.
Nice. Wow. That's great. But you do spend most of your time over at Montezuma's Castle, is that correct?
I do. Most of my time spent at Montezuma Castle. Our rangers tend to share between Montezuma Castle here at Montezuma Well and also Tuzigoot National Monument.
That's true. Keeping it all in the family, which is excellent. Now this, so I've read, was the water source for the Sinagwan peoples who lived over at Montezuma's Castle. Is that correct?
That's not correct,
Okay.
actually. Montezuma Well is named so just because it was acquired and is a detached unit of Montezuma Castle. So it was given the name Montezuma due to Montezuma Castle. But the people that lived at the castle had Beaver Creek right here going by their house also, so they were able to use Beaver Creek for fresh water. And the cultures that lived here is the same culture, but the neighborhood here used Beaver Creek for the fresh water drinking, but not drinking out of the well because of the extremely high levels of arsenic.
Oh, that'll do it. That will definitely do it. Now, there are some things that actually live in the well, which is amazing considering the high levels of arsenic.
There
What
are.
do you have actually living in the well?
We have a lot of species that live in the well that you can't find anywhere else in the world. They're endemic to Montezuma Well. We have leeches, water scorpions, amphipods. We have a lot of them.
Cute and fuzzy things living in the
Yeah.
leeches and scorpions. Yay!
Sure.
Awesome. We love leeches and scorpions. Oh my God. But it's beautiful here. If you haven't been here, you've got to check it out. Montezuma's Well is a little bit different of a drive. We are north of the castle.
Yeah,
is
it's
that
the
correct?
next exit north of the castle. It's about a 20-minute drive if you're coming directly from the castle. You have to go through a couple small towns. Be patient.
Yep.
It's at the end of the road.
That's true. Definitely worth the trip. Definitely worth the trip out to Montezuma as well. You can check out NPS.gov if you want to learn more. Of course, look it up on the internet. Montezuma Well is very, very cool. Krystina, Isaac, thank you for meeting with us. Really appreciate it. Check her out when you come down.
Please.
And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life? Make me excited about science like you?
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
You willing to step out of the vehicle for me?
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Sunlight shining in the window. Rub the dreams out of your sleep. Cannot see the day before us. Don't know what it's gonna be. But so long as we rise and face it, we'll find ourselves in her arms tonight. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. It's alright now. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. We can't know what lies ahead. That's why we get down on our knees. When you find you're feeling humble, it's when you set your spirit free. We can't know what's coming after. We'll find ourselves in her arms tonight. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. It's alright now. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Sun goes down over the mountain. Made it through another day. Gather closely all our loved ones, saying things that words can't say. No need to know what's coming after. We'll find ourselves in her arms tonight. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. It's alright now. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Oh, oh, oh. Today we're up, tomorrow we're down. Tomorrow we're down. Tomorrow we're down.
That was great. I'm going to be singing that for the next week for sure. Keith, okay, everyone, that was beautiful.
Hi, guys.
You have a great voice for reggae.
Oh, thank you so much.
You really do. That it's soft and smooth, and yet there's a smokiness behind it that really helps support reggae. So it was a good choice.
Oh, that good. I appreciate it.
You didn't know that,
Well,
huh?
it's music that I love, you know.
Oh, I can tell. Yeah, that's great. You don't find a lot of reggae musicians in the Verde Valley, so you're kind of different.
Yeah, you know, there's a few of them out there. They're, you know, more than you would think once you get into it, but yeah, not too many.
Well, that's great. When did you first become interested in reggae?
Oh, you know, my uncle showed me a Gregory Isaacs CD when I was about 12 years old, and it kind of just bowled me over.
Oh yeah.
And as I grew into my teenage years, I was exposed to it more and more, and it just kind of touches my heart. You know, it just I like the honesty behind it. I love the message, peace and love. You know. So
yes, that's true. It's a very wholesome kind of music in the way that it feeds you on so many different levels, like a good organic meal.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, it's pretty amazing there. Now you're a busy guy.
I'm a busy guy. Yeah, I'm playing out as much as I can. You know, and so, as long as I can spend time with my family. You know.
Sure.
But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I've got a great band, Keith Oakey and Friends, a 4-piece with drums, bass, percussion, and myself. And we're actually doing a show April 30th at Main Stage, kind of calling it a community soul reggae dance party, because we're trying to sort of promote more collaboration between local musicians. We all know each other, we hang out a lot, but we don't get to see each other play that much because we're all playing out all the time. So we said, why don't we have a little show where we can all come and play? And so we got a lot of great guests coming. Sally Stricker, Tara Lynn Walrus, Reggie Breen, Trisha Taylor, Sarah Garrett, my brother Kevin will be there. I think that's everybody. But that'll be at the main stage April 30th. We're pretty excited about that one. And then also I know you had David Baird in here earlier. He's my buddy. We play over there at 4-8 a lot, and so I'll be there May the 7th, immediately following the Verde Valley Wine Festival.
Well, there you go. Amazing how that ties in.
So that's a couple we have coming up. Those are the local ones.
Well, that's great. Do you have any regular gigs set up?
Not regular. I mean, I have places that I play a lot, but we don't have any, like, every, second Thursday we play this one. But we try and spread it around as much as possible. We play in Prescott and, up in Flag and here in the Valley and down in Phoenix. So as much as scheduling will permit, there are places that I play all the time, like 4-8 is one of those places, and do a lot of work with that brewery. And
great.
And this will be our first time over at the main stage, so we'll see how that goes.
That'll be wonderful. I love the main stage.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Yeah.
You can check out KeithOkieMusic.com. If you go there, of course, you're on Facebook.
Indeed.
Which is great, and I love that you post where you're going and next, and that's great. So if you want to keep up with Keith, you can check him out on Facebook or his website. Now, you write your own music.
I write my own music, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's like a godlike thing when you can write music, and the fact that you chose reggae, which is close to my heart, being from Florida. So that's awesome. What was that first song called?
Song's called Today We're Up.
Which is great. It's, like I say, that hook is going to be stuck in my head. So you are not kidding. Glad. What's the next one you're going to play?
This one's called No More to Say.
Excellent. Now, where do you get your inspiration?
A lot of it just comes from my family and, just the things in my life that I love. And I mean, the environment here that I live in here in the Verde Valley, and just life. I mean, the music is about life and love and all of the sort of experiences of being human. I try and tap into that and things that we can all relate to.
That's super. Thank you very much. You're awesome. This is Keith Okie, everyone. In case you missed that, check out KeithOkieMusic.com. Check him out on April 30th at the main stage there. That sounds like a lot of fun. And also right after the Verde Valley Wine Festival on May 7th over there at the 4-8 Wine Works.
Playing solo on that one.
Yeah,
so.
That'll be super. Super. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for watching. You can check us out on Facebook, also at VerdeValleyTV.com. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. All night long I was watching her, the moon shone in her eyes, and it sparkled off her diamonds like it sparkled on her thighs. Oh, I asked when I could see her next. She didn't know when that would be. I asked if I should call or text. She said she would come find me. She said, oh no, there's no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. She said, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. The next night long I lay awake, camped out in my head. The touch, the feel I cannot shake, the words I should have said. I couldn't let her get away. A couple of days was all I had. From time to time the words replay, and this is what they say. They said, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. She said, oh oh no, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. Finally, I found her as I knocked on her front door. I realized that I wouldn't have to search anymore. A big smile spread across her face. She teased and said you took your time. How about that number now? She said that would be fine. She said, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. She said, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight. She said, whoa, no more to say tonight. Yeah, and so I'm gonna say goodnight. She said, oh no, no more to say tonight. And so, I'm gonna say goodnight.